We're in a big ass commercial building. This thing is like 7 stories or so. We got a, I'll show you, hang on, let me just, okay. So one side, this is plastic. That's why it's flanged. This whole building is CPVC. This is another building. It's all in CPVC. I guess these lower levels are the first floor copper, but it's just leaking from these flanges. Okay, so we're here doing the repair. This is flange kit, new bolts. The building water is off. I've already, all my tools are up in the ceiling, but basically I got the flanges loose and it's leaking really bad. So both the flanges are loose. And let me show you what we're dealing with. So this building is also on a glycol system, which is this basically. This has something to do with it. There's 2 boilers on the roof. These are all the recirc pumps. And quite frankly, I don't know entirely how all this works together. And the building manager has no idea. I should say the on-site manager has no idea. I have no idea. The property manager has no idea. Nobody knows how this works. But this is part of the glycol system. And yeah, everything's off except for this. I mean, it's a little different than the domestic boilers, but I think it's so confusing because there's some California BS where they're trying to save water and energy and this and that. So what I'm trying to say is the system is complicated, but it doesn't need to be complicated. It's complicated because California makes things complicated, is what I'm trying to get at. So, I got this in here draining. I mean, dude, this is crazy. Nobody knows how any of this works. And all they knew how to do was shut off. This is the main from the city coming in. It's 4-inch. And so I got this draining. There's a floor drain right there, all good. Those recirc pumps had hose bibs on them, but there's no floor drain in that room, so it started to flood, so I turned it off. This, let's see. The on-site manager said this is a filter. And I'm like, nah, bro, it's not a filter. I think it is some sort of booster pump. But I turned it off. If you look at it, you got the main coming in, and then this all connects. It comes through here, goes through this, goes to the pumps, comes back out, and then that feeds the rest of the building. The first floor is all copper. The rest of the building is CPVC, which is insane. But as most of you know, I don't really do much commercial. So, but obviously there's some sort of pump. It's got to be a pump just to make sure that the water gets to the top floor. Because at the other building, the water main comes out of the ground, that other commercial building I work in, and the main goes straight to the roof and then distributes from there. And I think that's why they don't have one of these at the other building, but I could be wrong about that. But one guy said it takes 5 hours to drain down. Another guy said 2. So I don't know, man. All I can say is I don't like sitting around waiting. But this is a very good client, and I want to take care of him. And, you know, I told him, I said, look, if I can't get it, I won't charge you. So this is still going. I don't know how I'm not going to be able to fix this, because all I got to do is take off that flange and then put in the new one with some new bolts and then ratchet it up. I just trying to figure out a faster way to drain this thing down. I did forget to mention that the on-site manager went in. There's like 25 vacant units, and he went in and opened up all the faucets, hot and cold, and I should probably make sure he actually did do that. Not that I don't trust him. Yeah, I mean, the pressure is getting crazy low, so let me call him. I'm going to go upstairs. All right, so this is the building, and I just called Lewis, the on-site manager, and he said that the vacant units on the top floors there's no water coming out anymore. So we're going into 201 right here. Thanks for the help, bro. Oh, this unit's nice. Nice and clean. So no water's coming out, huh? Damn. Still waiting. It's slowing down big time. Maybe another hour should be good. It's really annoying, dude. But is what it is. Okay, so we are up in the ceiling, and I have all these bolts loose, and the leaking is slowing down tremendously. Unfortunately, I left my other camera at the house, so I'm on my actual cell phone, and I don't have a stand for it, so I'm just gonna have to do something and then show you what's up, and then but this is making me nervous because I don't know what's gonna happen if I take this off, but I think it's all right at this point. This is still pretty freaking hot though, so I just need to be careful. I just don't want to take a face full of hot water, you get me? I got those flanges loose, so now it's really just pouring. So, give it a little more time, let that chill out, and then get up in there and take it all out. I kid you not, I was in the ceiling and a friggin' earthquake hit. Okay, so basically, I got the flanges apart. I had to take off this unistrut so I could pull this down. That's the old flange, or packing. And put the new one in, tighten these bolts down. Okay, I got it. New bolts all around. Tried to tighten it as evenly as possible. There really wasn't much to show. There's not too much experience needed, I suppose. Or maybe there is. Alfonso. It's the contractor's on-site guy. Okay, let's get down. Let's get down. Let's get down to business. And I gotta find the guys real quick. All right. Dude, I am soaked. I am freaking soaked, bro. All right. So we're gonna turn that off. By the way, this is, a lot of you always ask, like, what is that? What is this? That's fire sprinklers, right? This is your water main right here. This is your non-potable. This is for the bushes and plants and the planters throughout the building. But this is the main to the building. These are the pumps. I'm almost certain those are pumps. So now, let's turn the old geyser back on. Ugh. Dude, this thing is so freaking hard, bro. All right, that's back on. There you go. Need a hammer. This thing's like $2,500, I think. Those the 3-inchers, PRVs. All right. Now, okay. I almost want to call Alfonso to do this because I don't know. All right, well, anyway, I'm going to open up these and then we're going to go check for leaks. Please don't leak. Just want to be done with this. I think we're good. I don't see any leaks. Obviously, I'm going to get out there and really check, but I'm just slowly letting the building fill back up. You don't want to go too crazy with it right away. No leaks. That was it. That was a pain, dude. But that's it. Lastly, I'm going to turn off the boilers. Not quite as good of a view as the other one. I know these have low water cutoffs, but I couldn't get that one to turn off. But I just wanted to turn it off just to be safe, because I'm not entirely sure how this works. Although, when I didn't show this on video, but I've been working on, it's actually, it's that building right there. That's the building. That's the frickin' building where I did those CPVC, those K valves, the flow valves. But basically, I've been working on the boilers over there, and I haven't been filming it because it's been a whole lot of back and forth with Raypack, ordering parts, troubleshooting this and that, and it's just, I didn't film anything. But anyway, the point of me telling you that is these are much better, I would say newer, than the ones over at this building right here. And you can just flip these on and off and it won't really cause any issues, whereas those over there are kind of temperamental. They're kind of hard to work on. But I tell you, man, you call Raypack and they step you through how to work on these boilers. You become a boiler tech pretty fast. So, but anyway, that's it, dude.